They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years blessed way.
Menu narration option is set to off. Menu narration option is set to off.
Yes, I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought they could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve for the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your door and I'ma catch those. Mexican dummy. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me cause her like she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counted, that's a big number.
S-T-R-O.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. This will be taken in at the 1. And an alley to run. He's got daylight. 30, 20, 10. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
Now Darkwa. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Darren Lee there to get him down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Check four, check four.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
Let's 50, let's 50.
Throwing on second down, Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Back to you. 382, let's 50. Leave it, bring up 48. 53, Mike. You got nothing to run.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, Vikings.
Jahan, 180.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D.
Hey, can. Under 10. Check 52, 6-6. Pull it high. Zebra.
First down, here's Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Jumper. X3, 218, jumper. Quaker Omaha. Mike 50.
Bandit.
Through.
Cousins again. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And he'll get this down only to the 18. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Hey, high 7.
Again, it's Cousins over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge. Mike 50. Hey, let's get in them holes.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Dustin Colquitt on to punt. We'll likely see brother Britton on the other side get a chance later. Fielded at the 20. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. A first half update now from Philadelphia. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. A 1st down throw for Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw, Cousins. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there, because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Gun. I know, easy.
They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson. That'll bring up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Gun. Mike 50. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Yellow. 50's the mark. 50's the mark. Hey. Here you go. 99. Check 99.
They'll throw again. Cousins. And Diggs has it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
53, check. Hey, shoot.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Good route here. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the back.
Second down and goal. Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Irv Smith Jr. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead grows to 10-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 19th touchdown now of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. From the 36, Cousins. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
59 mark. Check, 59. Yellow. 5. Check, 59.
On the run, Darkwa. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hey, echo. Mike 50. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Cousins. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. Cousins now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Rudolph on the receiving end from Cousins. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Cousins now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, Delta. Come on, let's go. Mike 50. I don't even know why this. Ain't no look back. What? Mike 50, huh? Bring it. Mike 50, Mike 50.
From the gun, here's Cousins. It's brought in by Dodson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And it'll be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 40, the 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the kick by Butker is good. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 10. Cousins into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Right down these two, right down these two. 180. Go. 54.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Ain't no such thing as a loss. Yellow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang at Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Go.
On second down and 4, Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here we go, 48. Let him know. Switch. Check. Throw. Wide.
They run with Pumphrey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Watch the screen. Quaker Omaha. Check 25. Gun. Hey,
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, as the first half is winding down, and the Vikings have taken the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it would just be on the outside of the playoff. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors.
He's got a man complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, 81 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field, so you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him, and he did there.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Darren Lee, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. On play action, Cousins. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Yellow.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
Yellow. No, hey, 43, 15. 15, yellow. 55, right side.
Now Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Check 43. SOS.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Here's Hill on the return. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got his man. That's Mecole Hardman, the rookie. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
He's scared. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Anthony Barr picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Pin the mirrors back and go full street.
Now Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Zebra. Hey, 50 to Mike.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no. This is caught inside the 15. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one, 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50, the 40. He's at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Backbreaker, that'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put some...
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Darren Lee able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Cousins. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Equinemius St. Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it. You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends, attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. Now this one complete on the slant route, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And an acrobatic catch there by Watkins. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He was brought down by Emerson Griffin.
Yellow.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. First down. Here's Cousins. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor. After the sack on first down, Cousins. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. I'm here all day. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Let's go, D. Gun. Right here. We got to step it up. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Good run.
3rd and long for Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Wahoo! You're not ready. You're not ready. Tighten up. Hey, Ringo, 48. Switch gears. Good routes here. Hey, orbit. Mike's 50. Rhino. Let's go, B, let's go. What's that? Hey, let's get there.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the 43-yard line.
Yellow, 180, 54. Ready?
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And it's complete to Kelsey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch the slant.
And they take a knee.
Mahomes on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
I don't need to. 180. It's been a long day for you.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee.